Alright. So, what are we doing today? I can't remember who. I'm sorry, my apologies. A lot of people give me a lot of advice. I'm sorry. If it sounds like it might be solid advice, I take it, run with it. If not, you know. So, I can't remember your name. My apologies. But there was a guy who was like, after the last camping trip where I froze my ass off in just the green bag in the hammock, there was a guy who made mention. He was like, well, you should carry the poncho liner with you instead of this black bag. This is the black bag right here of the USGI system. So it's in a sea-line dry bag, right? 20 liter, love them. And he was like, it weighs less and it takes up less room. Well, Mr. Guy, you were wrong. It does take up less room. That's one of the attractive parts about it. Uh-oh, here comes the storm. I better talk quick. There we go. Come on out of here. Come on out of here. Alright. So, you guys still have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? So, the guy was like, why don't you use the green bag and the poncho liner? Huh? And I was like, oh, that's kind of, okay. I like that. I know from experience that the layering concept will definitely keep you warmer because between every layer is that little tiny sliver of air, which helps a lot. So, I used to carry this, the black bag, and today the goal is to try out the poncho liner in the green bag, which you can see, I mean, that's saving like 5 liters of space, you know, so that's, get out of here, you know, that's awesome. So if this works tonight, it's Sunday and it's 30 degrees and it's fucking raining like a motherfucker right now. But a cold front's gonna come in tonight, and we're supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of snow. 30 mile an hour wind gust was 10 to 15 mile an hour sustained at 9 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's basically gonna be pretty goddamn shitty. It's gonna be the shittiest conditions that we should find ourselves in, ulesing out and about in the winter. So we are going to see if we get the poncho liner and the green bag in the hammock will keep us warmer. And I'm just going to turn the camera on and bullshit you guys a little bit about some things here and there. So, here goes nothing. Oh, by the way, the reason I was wrong was because this one is the poncho liner and the USGI green patrol bag are smaller than the USGI black bag, right? As you can see. But the poncho liner and the green bag are, I think, like 3/4 of an ounce heavier. So, gotcha, guy. But 3/4 of an ounce. Hey, cause man, all right. So if we can make this work, the level of versatility we're talking about is way greater than a fucking a black bag, you know, just a black bag, you know. And in the summertime, I could use the patrol bag and then use, you know, the poncho liner for a pillow or just the poncho liner in general. Here, I'll show you guys what we're working with here. I wasn't gonna whip it out because it's raining, but I'll go put it on the porch over there after this. So the versatility is awesome. These two things, assuming they keep us warm, because that's priority number 1 is to keep us warm, right? But so my poncho liner has a mod in it. You probably wouldn't do this to your poncho liner, and I'm not sure if I even regret doing it to my poncho liner or not, you know. So, but I've cut a hole in the middle, right? And that's so I can wear it like with the poncho. Tie the corners of the poncho, wear it with the poncho. Hey, we're a little bit warmer here. But you know, I could use this as a pillow or this as a fucking sleeping bag during the summer. I could Geez, there's all kinds of stuff. Just earlier, here you go. Earlier this morning in the house, I was walking around like this. All right, I get, what do you call this? A Kachansky super whatever when you put it over your shoulders and your head and everything. Super elf cloak or something, I don't know. I think Morris Kachansky was, I think he was talking about a scarf when he used it, but anyway. So you don't want to do this ever in really cold conditions, but every time it's going to be under 30 degrees, what do we have? Our fucking jacket. I got our jacket. Right? Haha! How you like them apples? Whoa. Whoa. Button us up here. Woo, the fingers is cold. I gotta get them gloves back on. Might as well do a dance while we're buttoning, huh? Do a little dance. Make a little button. Get down tonight. Oh! We got one more? Oh yeah, we got one more up here. Uh-oh. Losing dexterity. 30 degrees and rainy. I need to do some jumping jacks. Huh? 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 How you like them apples? Do you like apples? How do you like it? Them apples. So, just the versatility of the poncho liner and, you know, another sleeping bag is going to be really great. So, I really hope, you know, and if it was raining like it is right now, or icing or sleeting, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you could just put the poncho over the top, huh? Now look at you. You're all ready to sit by a tree and have a nice shitty night. You know, we'll put down the, what do we put down? The Thermarez and the USGI, right? And the USGI bivvy, that is. And we'll just sit down. Poncho liner right here, gonna cover our little legs. Poncho gonna cover our legs. We'll have a nice, fun, warm, toasty night. We're not gonna do that tonight, but we could. That's kind of the point. So, anyway, Jesus. I better get that tarp up. It's starting to come down. Yes, Zeus, I hear you. Alright, we're going to put this tarp up. Alright, it's really coming down, so I should probably hurry up, but fuck it. The Yules is all weather, right? So I wanted to explain this point to you guys. Pretend this is a north and south line, right? So I listened to my weather radio that I have in the Yules before I set my shelter up. And they tell me, hey, tonight, it's going to be fucking -7 wind chill with 30-mile-an-hour gusts. The wind is going to be coming out of the north, right? So when I set the tarp up, see, this is, like I said, this is the north-south line. Imagine that way's north for the whole video. All right. And it is north, incidentally, but whatever. So, the wind is going to be coming in from the north. So when I set the tarp up, I'm going to angle it down, right? Because I want to block as much of the wind as possible. Also, I know that fronts come in from either the northeast or the southeast. That way. So when you when you're using the USGI poncho as a tarp, because it's a rectangle, it's not a square. So I imagine this would go for any rectangle. You see the bulk. You want the bulk. I guess the obtuse angle of the triangle, you want it near the side the storm's going to come in. So you see if I bisect that fucking tarp, that whole flap, this side, is going to be down and the storm's going to be coming from that way. So that big chunk is going to catch most of the storm, right? Now if it were the other way, say the storm were coming in from this way, say that way was east, imagine. You can see there's just a little thin sliver right there. It's not much to protect you from the storm when you bisect the whole tarp. So, you want to listen to your weather radio. You want to figure out which way the storm's coming in before you set up camp. Also, wind direction is a very important one, but just, I know for a fact, the wind direction. Look, we got our old friend, Dick Lighter, right? Hey, he doesn't light in the cold and rain. Bullshit, suck a dick. You see which way he's blowing? That's exactly where the storm is supposed to be coming in all day. So when I set it up, again, gonna angle the tarp this way because it's coming in from that way, and I'm gonna make sure I got that flap on the side the storm's coming in. And trust me, it makes a huge difference, I promise. There's a reason I tried to explain this to you guys. All right. Well, anyway, we need some dry spots, so I'm going to set this tarp up. And I'll show it to you after we set it up, of course. When the ice starts hurting your face and the dogs run for cover, you probably should have had your tarp set up by now. I knew it was coming. But, I had to drink some tea. Had to play a game of World of Tanks. This is where procrastination gets me. Oh my! Too humid in here? Oh no, there we go. So we're all set up. Maybe you can see up this way. Let's see if we can see. That's the side that's tilted down over there. The storm's coming from that way. So now it's pretty obvious why you want it tilted down, right? So this side's open, but that's all right because the wind ain't never going to be coming from that way at all. Back up this bitch a little bit. Whew, it is getting a little humid in here. But that's all right. That's why we got wool. So let me see if I can show you guys the outside here. Okay. So that's what we're working with. You can see tilted, big side towards the east, where the storm is coming from. For ow, fuck! I just got ice in my eye. For obvious reasons. And we got a nice little wing over there to protect our other gear. So that's all I can think of right now. I wanted to show you guys about setting up in a storm. I'm really eager to figure out whether that patrol bag and that by the way, they're sitting on the porch over there. I don't know if you can see them. We're just gonna pretend that they were sitting. We're just gonna pretend they were sitting inside their dry bag that I always keep them packed in. So they'll always be dry. Everything else has been exposed to the elements as it would have been if I would have really been out in the woods procrastinating to set up my shelter. So, but yeah, there we go. Looking good. So I'll see you guys when it drops down to -7 wind chill and 30-mile-an-hour gusts. Oh, by the way, this is the reason wool. This is why wool. Now, admittedly, I've been going a little heavy on the wool, right? So I think I told you that last video I learned. But I changed it up this time. So I haven't done a content video yet, but I will do a content video. But at least one layer of wool, and this is why. You get caught out in this shit, here, to stay alive all night, we're gonna be jogging. You put your wool on, you can jog all night in this. I've jogged in this shit like every fucking Friday in the Army, and they always ended up warm as fuck, out of breath, you know, afterwards. So just jogging around with my wool on. That is how you don't die of hypothermia when this shit's happening. You get a little bit of wool, you get your scarf, your hat, your sweater, your gloves, good to go. Get your ass jogging. You're gonna burn a good 5,000 calories, but you won't die. So yeah, I'll be back when like I said, when it's -7 wind chill and there's 30-mile-an-hour gusts. Welcome to Tea, Cigars, and Deep Thoughts with Twiggy. some would say that there's not a lot of room to spend the night in. But we won't always be spending the night in the hammock and tent. Especially in weather like this, one would think you would be inclined to find some kind of natural shelter. I can't tell if I'm Indian or British. If we did have to spend the night, multiple nights in a row like that, that's what the Constitution's for. If there's any kind of reading you should read while you're fucking bored, Constitution. Now, if we're going camping or something, I like to toss a book in there. But Constitution and Declaration of Independence, you can read those things back to back to back, because it's kind of cramped in there. It's comfortable. It's hopefully going to be warm, but you're just kind of laying there the whole time. Alright, so lots of snow, lots of wind. We're all wooled up. Let's go see how long it takes us to get warm. And even if we get warm, I really want this to work. So, whoa! Alright, here's the, oh, you can't even see in the dark. Oh well, there's a good foot or a couple inches of snow. What do we got? Oh yeah, it's like ice and snow. We got a good 2 inches down there, but so I'll get in here and I'll let you know what's up. Alright. Oh my god, that's bright. Preliminary reports look good. I'm just gonna say this with my eyes closed because I don't want to stare at that light. So I've only been out here like 5 minutes, literally. Now granted, this thing's pretty hard to get into, right? Where's the lens? Can we see? Oh, whatever. This thing's pretty hard to get into, and there is like no room for maneuverability, right? But we have all our wool on. It is fucking 14 degrees outside. Raining ice, has been raining ice all goddamn day. And I am literally, I shit you not, getting too hot inside this motherfucker. Only after 5 minutes. So that bodes real well. I'm just gonna sit out here for about half an hour. And if I keep warming up, we're gonna call this a success. And, you know, fucking, that's awesome because I really feel like the Yule's progressed a lot with this addition or evolution for the aforementioned reasons that you saw earlier, like the Morris Kachansky scarf, super scarf. Why is that guy has like super everything, super shelter, super scarf. But anyway, so yeah, that's fucking bright. Totally dry, totally fucking warm, man. That's really fucking cool. I'll be back in like half an hour. Oh, man. That light. I can't block, oh, there, I can block it. Maybe we'll let a little bit of light out. Okay. There we go. So, I officially dozed off. I don't know how long we've been out here, but I'm sure it's less than fucking 14 degrees now. Whatever, I fucking hold one. I don't know. It works. Thank you, guy, for suggesting this because it works. Now, I don't want to lead you guys astray. It's a really weird feeling, actually, I guess. The pressure points against the hammock get cold. But everything else is like sweltering hot. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Apparently not so cold that I can't doze off though, so I'm totally calling this fucking success. Again, there's not much room to move, not much room to do anything, and if I had to be out here the whole time,
you know, all day today. It would have been boring as fuck. I would have read the Constitution like 8 times over, but we are warm enough to sleep without a fire, and I'm sure it's less than fucking 14 degrees right now. So, hell yeah. 30 pounds, baby. 30 pounds, 4 seasons. The fucking ULS progresses, my friends. The ULS progresses. Gosh, I really don't know what else to say. So, it's a success, and thank you again, Guy, for whoever you are, I can't remember your name, for suggesting that instead of the black bag, I take the patrol. What the fuck? Is there a dog around here? What the hell's going on? Hey. I don't know what that was. I don't know where the 30-mile-an-hour winds are, so we don't have our -7-degree wind chill we're supposed to have, but it's fucking, it was 16 degrees and falling quick when I came out here. It's supposed to be 5 degrees tonight, so and I'm serious, I'm warm as fuck in here. I have no doubt we could go down to 0 degrees without a fire. Again, it's not like there are some cold spots. So it's kind of like if you sleep wrong in the bed and you get like pressure points. Imagine that pressure point is like a cold spot. It's not. It feels like it's like a 50 or 45 degree-ish spot, temperature-wise. It's not like frostbite spot. You know, you can still sleep. It's just, you know, it's a spot that's noticeable. I don't know. But anyway, thank you to Guy. Like I was saying before I went on a tangent, thank you to Guy for suggesting that instead of the black bag, I use the patrol bag and the bivvy. So, because this is working like a goddamn charm, and it's more versatile, as we saw earlier, and especially, you know, in the summertime, I can just sleep in the, you know, the patrol bag or just the bivvy, and then you use other things for pillows and blankets, and I'm just trailing off now. I'm kind of tired, man. I might fucking I'm gonna go to bed, so I don't know how long this video is gonna be. There's a lot of psycho babble in it, but if you hung till the end, hopefully you learned something. That's kind of the whole point of me putting them on YouTube. You guys follow this journey with me. I'm sure, I bet you it's about 10 degrees right now, so 10 degrees, everything in the wool, in the ULS, which I guess you'll have to wait till the next contents video to see. But, been raining all day, icing, sleeting, whatever you want to call it, and, we are great, doing fine, so good night.